Leafs lose, well, 3-2 in the shootout to the Vancouver Canucks. And you know, it seems like Vancouver cannot win in regulation. If you guys didn't realize this, Vancouver has 11 wins on the year. 11. They have won 4 in regulation. That means that they have won 7 of their 11 wins in overtime or shootouts. We kind of saw that again today as they had a 2-0 lead, blew it, and then won in the shootout. Anyways, you know what? I'm happy with the Leafs' play tonight. They looked they're really darn good. They had 42 shots on the net. Looked very good. Lots of quality chances. Ryan Miller just played fantastic. Freddie Anderson, not like he played bad. 2 goals on 24 shots. You know, you can't really blame him too much there. Both goalies played well. The shootout is a stupid thing. I'm one of those people that don't like them, and it's not just because the Leafs lost tonight. Even if the Leafs won, I would still say I hate the shootouts because it doesn't show how good a team actually is. It just says how skilled certain players are, or how, you know, how good is a goalie one-on-one or something like that. I'd prefer a longer overtime, maybe a 10-minute, I don't know. I'm not going to debate that. We could do that in another video or something, but nonetheless, the Leafs do come back. Daniel Sedin scores the first goal, and Sven Barici scores the second goal to make it 2-0. James Van Riemsdyk, assisted by Tyler Bozak and Morgan Rielly, get it within 1. Those guys have been looking real good all year. Bozak, lots of points. JVR, lots of goals, lots of points. Morgan Rielly has 13 points on the year. He's looking really nice. And in the third period, just under 2 minutes in, Austin Matthews scores his 11th of the year, assisted by Zach Hyman and Martin Marincin. Zach Hyman with a beautiful feed. Matthews just buries it, and that was beautiful. But, you know what? Credit to the whole Leaf squad. They looked pretty good. They didn't gamble a lot, and the one thing I really liked about their overtime, they took lots of shots. If I'm not mistaken, now I don't know this for sure. Let me see if I can check it out here. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so yeah. The Leafs had 7 shots in overtime. 7 shots in a matter of 5 minutes. Very good. Vancouver, they probably had more offensive zone time than the Leafs. They had 1 shot. Beautiful passing back and forth, but they just didn't shoot. So let's go to the shootout where they got the win nonetheless. It's 2 points for them, 1 point for us, blah, blah, blah. I was really happy with a lot of guys tonight. They looked very, very good. You know, obviously Austin Matthews had lots of chances. Obviously fanned on one of them in the open net, but it was a bouncing puck in his defense. But that would have won the game in regulation and handed Vancouver their 13th loss on the year. But that's the way it goes. Puck bounces. Pucks bounce. You know, they hit posts. They do all that kind of stuff. And sometimes they go in the back of the net. And that's what happened today. You know, I mean, it is what it is. The Leafs did not... And that's the good part about this team. They were resilient. In many ways. Down 2-0, come back and tie the game 2-2. That's the big part. Even in the shootout, we can talk about a little bit of resilience. They were down 1-0 in the shot, right? Well, down 2-0. Marner had to score. Okay, well, he scores. Okay, so Freddie has to save it. All right, he saves it. So they didn't give up, right? And then Bozak obviously couldn't score. But you know what? They didn't give up there. And this team is showing us so much this year. They're showing much of a different Leaf team that we've known in the past. A lot more exciting. A lot more fight. Obviously, the last game was nowhere to be found, kind of fight or anything. But, hey, we're seeing it for most games. Now, I mean, we went 1-1-1 on the road trip. Not bad. I mean, I think we'd take that, especially since we're not a really good road team. That's the way it is. The Leafs have a long break, though. They have a long break until Wednesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days. And I will be at that game, by the way, so the video will be coming out a little bit later. Leafs versus Minnesota Wild, 7:30 puck drop. So that's my first Leaf game of the year. That's going to be fun to watch and see how the team looks, and Austin Matthews, how he looks. You know what? I'm not mad. Were we all expecting the big fireworks? Well, we sure as heck know the media was. They were expecting some crazy build-up, punch-ups, fights, line brawls, all that stuff. And all we got is a fight we expected with Matt Martin and Eric Branson. That's what we expected. We got it, and they moved on from that. And that seemed to spark the Leafs a little bit. You know, they were down 2-0 at the time. Martin dropped the gloves. Hey, the Leafs got the game tied up eventually. Maybe it wasn't Matt Martin's deal, but hey, he got it going. So, not really much else to say about this, guys. I mean, Freddie Anderson and Devin Dubnyk, hopefully they're expected to be the starters for Wednesday's game. Leafs are still a game over 500, people. They're not playing bad hockey. They're in a much better spot than they were last year. They're playing really good. They're playing, you know, they haven't gone on the big losing streaks. They haven't gone on the big winning streaks. They're kind of in that mediocre phase, but it is what it is, right? We have a good goalie as well. I think that's the key. We're looking at Freddie Anderson, how he plays and his numbers, and they're looking so much better. They're going to get even better today. 917 save percentage in this game, so I'm not sure if that's going to go up. Goals against average, though, will drop. I mean, he's just looking great. I think we can all agree on that. So that is going to do it for this video, guys. Hey, if you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the game, because it was very entertaining, you want to hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit subscribe button if you haven't already, guys, because lots of content coming up. Hopefully some baseball news. It's been a little quiet. Edwin fronts maybe picking up soon. I have no idea. Maybe a Edwin to Yankees. I don't know. I hope not. Anyways, we'll talk about that in a further video. But comment down below what you guys thought of the Leaf game, and we'll talk to you guys, well, very shortly. Raptors edition and Wednesday night Leafs edition. Minnesota Wild Leafs. We'll see you guys then.